What is total home ventilation? Total home ventilation is looking at your home as a whole and not as individual rooms and components. How is the exhaust fan in the bathroom interacting with the range hood in the kitchen? Am I exhausting too much air and need to make that air up somewhere? Are my fans placed in the right spots to maximize performance? There's a lot that goes into properly ventilating and exchanging the air in your home. Let's start with the basics. Almost everyone agrees that fresh air is much better than stale indoor air. Studies have found that the air inside your home could be 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. The American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers, better known as ASHRAE, has been instrumental in developing building codes to ensure the air we breathe inside our home is the best it can be. They created what is known as ASHRAE 62.2, which is a building code for acceptable indoor air quality and recommendations for air exchanging. So we now know the why we need total home ventilation. Let's get into the what. There are 3 main components that need to work in harmony to ensure your indoor air quality. First, exhaust fans. The typical location for exhaust fans are in bathrooms. They play their part by removing excess moisture and odors from the home. ASHRAE refers to these as local ventilation or intermittent ventilation. If these are not sized properly, they are going to be ineffective or cause issues with other components. This is why a one-size-fits-all approach just won't work. A second aspect of ASHRAE 62.2 is what is referred to as continuous ventilation. Exchanging the air in your home refers to how many times a day all the air in your home is replaced or exchanged with fresh air. To ensure the proper amount of air exchanges are taking place, ASHRAE has standards for a continuously running exhaust fan located in a central location of the home. Most of the time, building professionals will solve this with an exhaust fan in the bathroom or hallway. We have a better solution, but we'll get to that in a moment. The second component is range hoods. These are located in the kitchen above the cooking surface. We need to take a moment and scare you a little. The kitchen is one of, if not the top area of the home responsible for air contamination. It gets worse. It is also one of the least thought about areas when it comes to ventilation. Be honest, how many times have you cooked and not turned the range hood on? Studies have found that a well-operating and properly sized range hood that vents to the outdoors can greatly decrease the amount of contaminants released into the living area air. We already know what the typical response is. Yes, but range hoods are loud and annoying. And for the most part, you'd be right. That is why Air King has developed a series of hoods that have operating speeds at very quiet sound levels, about the same sound level your refrigerator is making. We mentioned continuous ventilation in the exhaust fan section. Here is where we talk about something better. Air King offers range hoods that also solve for continuous ventilation. The thought is simple. If the kitchen is the largest contributor to indoor air contamination, why not locate the continuous ventilation right there and have a constant flow of the bad air out? A key component of the continuous ventilation settings on these range hoods is the sound level. It is less than 0.3, which is barely detectable to the ear. The third component is fresh air, which is a newer component to the equation. The building industry has made huge improvements to the energy efficiency of the home. You might hear the term tight home. That refers to how well the home is insulated, not allowing air to leak out or in. A challenge with this is you still need to ventilate the home, but how are you going to make up the air you're exhausting? You have to replace what you are taking out, or you develop what is called a negative pressure, and this can actually be dangerous. The home is going to make up the air one way or another. If the air is not provided, it will steal it from places like chimneys. The highly contaminated air going out a chimney might actually come back into the home. Air King has multiple solutions for makeup air, including the QFAM series. These provide a way to target where the fresh air comes into the home while making sure the impact on the HVAC system is minimum. When all these components are used in harmony with one another, you can rest assured that you're doing everything in your power to ensure the indoor air quality of your home is the best it can be. Individually, they all help. Working together, they provide total home ventilation. Let's put all these in motion. The continuous operation range hood provides a constant flow of exhaust air, removing the bad. Adding fresh air allows you to regulate and place the intake in an optimal location, in this case far away from the exhaust, so it allows a wave of fresh air to cover most of the living space. Utilizing an exhaust fan in the master bathroom exhausts contaminated air and brings fresh air through the bedroom and bathroom. Utilizing exhaust fans in the second bathroom as well as the laundry room ensures stale, humid air is taken out of the home. As all these components work together, you achieve total home ventilation. Learn more about total home ventilation as well as exhaust fan, range hood, and fresh air solutions at airkinglimited.com.